how I was raised. So I wouldn't agree to all of that she said.
So, now, so that's how you were raised, but that was, I hate to do this to you, but you were raised that way.
And I still think it's a fact.
With a woman telling you that, right?
A woman and a man. My grandfather told me too. A woman cannot go, you gotta hold yourself. Everybody, if you have my last name, you have to hold yourself accordingly. Because you need to be A, B, and C. But my grandfather said it too. A woman, you can't go out there and do the same thing. You gotta hold yourself, you hold yourself to a more, you have more accountability because the world doesn't see you like that. Exactly. And then the same thing that he would say to my siblings or my other family members that were males, they would have more of a because you're a black man conversation. He didn't have the because you're a black woman conversation with me. It was just the respect of yourself, your your priorities and what how you hold your head up and what you do with your body.
Your representation.
So overall,
So then, what are your other thoughts on actually more white women actually speaking on women, not necessarily black or white, just more white women speaking about women needing to hold themselves accountable to realizing that as it relates to a man, there's a certain level of you can't expect a man to be treating you like a queen if you're not even doing the other side of treating him like a king. And in particular, it's more about white women now stepping up, bringing logic to the table. Women aren't necessarily logic thinking creatures. More men think logic. If A then B, women are more feeling oriented. And I've seen more white women bring more of the feeling out of it and talk about the actual logic. But the representation being a white woman versus what we've seen with Kevin Samuels, a black man. How do you see that? How does that, have you seen that? I should ask you first.
I did not.
Okay, that's so good. So you haven't seen it. So it is something.
So that's why I only spoke on the part that I can speak upon, and everything else I'm just going.
So let me ask Uncle Drew. Have you seen that? Have you seen the rise of the white women, Kevin Samuels? I can't even ever call him that because Kevin Samuels, when we knew to be blunt and logic, and now there's more people who have that same exact thought process.
To be honest, with some of the circles that I've gone around, this conversation is not new.
Okay.
Amongst white women. It's really not. I won't bring the name of the job that I had at, but of course we had a section where we had a lot of black individuals in. And we talk about how black women are marginalized, black women are torn down, black women are this, black women are that. And just as an example, we used to have a group of women that would go out every day. They would go in, they would eat, they would go out and they would have their conversations, and they would go out and do and walk. And so I'm gonna take the opportunity, and I'm gonna get myself together, and I'm gonna get my game plan together, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna improve my body. But then you had one white woman, an individual, and mind you, she's a manager. She went on, she had a baby. She blew up 3 times more than what the average woman did. Rather than complain about her situation and talk about her downstrokes and what wasn't, every day you would see before this woman got off of work, she would put on her exercise attire. And she would dedicate herself 30 minutes to an hour as a discipline. And she would take herself, and not only did she lose the weight, but she then was more fit than she was before she had the baby. And yet you would see these same black women that never really changed shape or never really changed their size. They never really changed their eating habits. They never really changed their lifestyle. But then there was this whole pity party that now I'm supposed to feel some type of way because if I don't encourage you, then I'm at fault for not upholding you. And as men, we're taught anyway, emotion has its place. You can't be emotional in this world because you have too much emotion going on. You're going to miss